One last thing out of the Mason vibe, we had a listener question. Uh,
Okay.
Someone asked, I always wondered what exactly went into running the alley-oop plays effectively at Mason. We talked about that before with you getting the lobs. And if it was always Coach L determined when they ran it. Is there something that you could talk to, break down the actual play that you ran in college, if you remember that, and how it was called and what screens went into freeing you up?
Yeah, so we had I know there was two different plays. We had a play for zone, a zone defense, and then also a alley-oop play for man to man. And it kind of helps having Jai Lewis and Will Thomas down there setting screens and demanding, attention, and then also having Lamar Butler, who greatest probably 3-point shooter in our school's history, and Tony out there, and whether it was Tony or our follower and throwing the lob. Yeah, it was just a lot of just counterflow, really. Misdirection. The zone play used to start with me on the wing or me at the point, and it's kind of just a check pass. And we had Jai and Will at the bottom of the zone. So essentially, one big would flash and occupy the middle player of that zone, and the other big will circle to the opposite side and screen the backside guard or wing forward of the zone. So I essentially had the whole bottom area to kind of operate. So if the lob wasn't open, I could just keep on running into the opposite corner. But 9 times out of 10, Jai and Will were the ones demanding the attention. So that lob was there probably 90% of the time. And the same
No,
play was essentially for man to man.
in the tournament, I remember distinctly we ran it against North Carolina, and
Yeah.
you hit it. We
Yep.
ran it against Connecticut, trying to get the pop early in the game from all the crowd, and it just slipped out of your hand. And I remember
To
that
this
distinctly
day.
because I was on that end of the court.
Wait a minute, Tony. He
Oh,
said to this day.
To this day, yes.
You
still,
struck a nerve here.
still, I mean, I was scoreless in that game in the first place. But if that one would have went down, because I think that picture might have been on the front of the Washington Post after we won, or it was used. I know it was used, and I never told people it was a missed dunk. You just share the picture and go from there. But I think I almost caught it with my left hand. It was a little bit behind me. Following could have put it a little bit better, but it is what it is. He hit the big shot later, so he made up for it. But yeah, definitely one of the biggest what if kind of dunk for me going up against UConn.
I was on media row for that game with George Melnick, and I remember when you missed that, he turned to me and he said that would have brought the house down.
Oh man, definitely would. I could have sat down for that. After
Mm-hmm.
that, I would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and take a seat.
But I think it turned out okay in the end.
Yeah, I'll take the win. I'll take the win.